It's 11 p.m. and I just finished playing my last game of League of Legends out of the 12 that I played that day. And I get ready for bed, but before I'm actually going to sleep, I'm just gonna scroll my phone for a little while. And eventually I stumble across some self-improvement videos from this guy called Hamza. He speaks about discipline and working out even when you don't feel like it. And after watching some of his videos, I put my phone aside, ready to go to sleep. And now it's probably around 12 p.m. and my brain is just blasting out motivational thoughts. I'll wake up early and I'll have a run. Then I'll get home and eat a healthy breakfast. And I also do another workout after that. You know, when you get just so many motivational thoughts at nighttime, that nighttime motivation starts to kick in. And I pick up my phone again, setting an early alarm clock at 7 a.m. Then I fall asleep, and guess what happens when I wake up? I grab my phone and I press snooze. And I continue to snooze on and on and on. Now it's around 9 a.m. I'm awake, but instead of being on the run that I said that I would be on, I'm on my phone scrolling instead. That's another unproductive morning. This wasn't the only time that this happened to me, and I started to wonder why I was always getting bursts of motivation late at night and not earlier during the day, and why I was getting shower thoughts on getting stronger and fitter. You know, late at night and in the shower you just seem to think bigger for some reason. And now I finally realize why it's during those periods of the day where you seem to get infinite motivation. And the thing that showering and trying to sleep have in common is that you have nothing to distract you. It is just you alone with your thoughts. And because you get these motivational thoughts, that means that there is something that you want to improve on. For example, if your mind gravitates towards fitness, just like me, you know, wake up early, eat healthy, that probably means that you have a desire to become stronger, to become fitter, and that you might not be working out hard enough. If it gravitates towards money, towards people, like, you get the idea, right? The desire or the problem that you begin to think about is probably the thing that you should be fixing. And I strongly believe that if you take dedicated time out of your day to just sit down and think, I think that is the absolute best way to get to know yourself more. What your goals actually might be, and getting to know what you truly desire. I've started doing this recently. At work, when there's break time where you just take a pause, almost every day I sit down, just stare at the ceiling and think. To really think through my desires and my goals, and just to think them through more thoroughly, to make it clearer what I actually want to achieve. And I also plan out how I can achieve them. So it could be something as simple as just planning my next day, or just planning on what I should work on when I get back home. And I sort of try to revolve my day around that thing that I need to work on or that I need to get done. And it could be something as simple as editing a video, writing a new script for my next video, or something really simple such as having better mind-muscle connection the next time I go to the gym. You know, last time I didn't really feel the muscle that much. And I try to just think about the things that I can improve on. You begin to think about a lot of things that you normally wouldn't really think about if you didn't take the dedicated time to actually think. Like literally just 15 minutes out of your day to sit down and think and just be with yourself. Because let me tell you, you're not spending true and valuable time with yourself from scrolling on social media or solo queuing top lane or whatever. True valuable time comes from absolute zero distractions. No phone, no screen, no music, nothing to distract you from being with yourself. Spending time with yourself like this, harnessing your thinking and to think big, is one of the greatest things you can do for your own mind. You know, some of the historic big thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Einstein, Isaac Newton, like people like that, right? I guarantee that they took dedicated time out of the day to just be alone with their own thoughts, just to think things through more thoroughly. And you can do just like they did. To just sit down and think big for 10 minutes a day is probably the greatest ROI that you can do for your own mind. And you might be like me. I thought that the only way that you could spend time was with some form of stimulation, social media, playing video games on your phone, on your computer, whatever. I thought that that was the only fun way that you could live, that it was just stupid and weird if you weren't on your phone or on your computer. But I've realized that it's probably one of the best things that you can do for yourself, because with that you will get a clearer path towards your goals. And also it just feels kind of nice not to be stimulated all the time, just being relaxed and rest, like truly resting, like truly having a break period, and realize that you're a pretty nice guy to be with. And this is also a really good way to just reduce your time spent on social media and your phone in general. Because what is the first thing that we do when we're bored and there's nothing to do? We just pick up our phones and start scrolling on social media. But if you can train your mind to not need any distractions, to be bored and to think, you might be working out, like training your physical body, but let's not neglect training our mind here, because I think that training your mind to restrain from the hooks of modern technology and to direct your thinking to what actually matters to you. And if you want an actionable step, turn off all your screens and remove all distraction and just stare at your wall or just look out the window and just think for yourself. One small thing is that the broader that you see, the further that you see, you will begin to think bigger. So for example, if you're on top of a mountain, you have this very broad horizon, you see for a long, long way. Like, your mind will open up and you will literally generate bigger thoughts. I'm not saying that you should go hike up a mountain or something. Really ask yourself, when was the last time you sat down to think? Just broaden your view and think for 10 minutes a day, and you will find out so much more about yourself. And I truly think that this is one of the best ways to truly find your goals and find your purpose. And also you will create a strong and a healthy mind along the way. And if by simply thinking can make you find out what your true goals are, it's probably worth trying. Anyway, take care and see you soon.